Previously on Chef School.
Main course team leader is Calvin.
It's going to be difficult.
And for one of the meat courses, it's going to be a pork tenderloin, which is bacon wrapped.
They kind of taken our dishes and they've actually dumbed them down, to be honest.
They should come together and make something.
Classes continue, and the students work on their ideas for the final exam. We join them as they present their final dishes to the class.
Alright, so we were in charge of coming up with the ideas for the main courses. We originally had 6 ideas, some of which were not as advanced as they should have been, so we kind of scrapped quite a few and made a couple better.
For our vegetarian option, arancini, Parmesan risotto stuffed with seasoned tofu and provolone in a sun-dried tomato sauce.
And so sun-dried tomato sauce, talk to me about that.
That was John's idea, but he's not here.
And where is John?
I was basically sitting there looking like a fool going, "Where's John?" And just, if he had have mentioned to me, I would have known, and then we would have been better off, and I would have been better prepared for the situation.
Alright, so it is a stuffed pork tenderloin. It's a succulent pork tenderloin stuffed with handmade sausage, sun-dried tomato, dokzuli, and a mixture of pesto, crushed garlicky green beans, and a fair apple salad.
And we wanted to have it layered so that you could see like all the different colors and layers of the filling of the actual pork tenderloin.
With that, in terms of the method, you don't, in my opinion, you don't need a casing on the sausage.
Okay.
You could make your own sausage filling,
Yep.
right? And then put it in a piping bag. Butterfly your product.
Yep.
Put your schmear down. Pipe it in.
There wasn't much input. Not many people were paying attention. And the ideas that they were giving us were also super simple.
I mean, because you're actually going to probably have your herbs inside your duxelle anyways, right? So it would just be then duxelle, sun-dried tomatoes. Are they helping?
It was kind of to bring like color into it because we didn't
Fair,
want it just to be
that's
a
good.
big brown thing.
And it also brings in just a little bit more acidity to cut through the fattiness
That's good,
of the
that's
actual
good.
dish. I was just kind of sitting there going, okay, where's John? He should be in on this, because at that point, he didn't know everything that was on the menu and what all the changes that we had done. So we had to fill him in later.
When I was younger, cooking, I'd always throw weird spices into a pan and hope it tasted good. But now it's, okay, I know what this tastes like. I can put this much in and it should taste good. And I know what I can pair things with now. I think like over the years, my passion has just become bigger. I'd change nothing. There's no one in the program right now that I would rather be working with. In my opinion, our group is the best group. Our group will put out the best food when the dinner comes. I find like, yeah, we're gonna have issues, we're gonna fight, but when it comes down to the day of service, leave your shit at the door.
All right, so basically we're just meeting up just to talk about what we went over with the chefs, because you missed the class. So basically we're just gonna, go over all the menu items and changes that we had to make, because some things got the axe, some things got modified, and just making sure that you're back up to speed with all the changes that we made. So we still have the pork tenderloin, but so we're gonna actually put a roasted, or not a roasted, but a root vegetable and farro ragu with it. That's gonna be our starch and our vegetables. It's gonna be stuffed with the sausage, the sun-dried tomatoes, pesto duxelle, and some spinach. We're gonna layer it up nice, so when we slice it, it'll look nice and pretty with all the layers. And so our other dish, since our quail sadly got the chop, it's gonna be the arancini. So it's gonna be a stuffed, deep fried arancini. What were we gonna stuff it with?
Shredded leek, spinach, some other things, I think.
So it was, yeah, we had leek, spinach, mixed herbs, you know, the base risotto. We're making a risotto verde, just to add some color to it, and then we're gonna bread it, or are we gonna panko?
I want a panko.
I think in panko.
See how that works.
Panko, deep fry it, stuff it with some nice aged, probably some aged white cheddar, just to give that kind of more robust flavor. You know, that's basically all the changes that we made. Sadly, that poor quail got
Was
the
there a
chop.
reason for the quail getting chopped?
Most people thought that the quail was too simple. They thought it was like a safety net to fall back on. I don't really understand that because of, you know, the techniques that we'd have to use for the quail.
The most
I don't
complicated dish we
exact-
had.
Right.
I don't exactly agree with anyone saying it was a safety net, because think about it. The quail takes a lot of technique, it takes a lot of time, and I could bet that at least 75% of the people in that room are not able to do 20 of them in the time we need to get 20 of them done.
But it's still got the chop. We don't have to worry about the quail anymore. All we got to do is focus on the pork and the arancini. So now you're back up to speed. Don't miss class again.
Hey, I slept
Actually,
in.
none of you miss class again.
Oh well, we made a better menu, and we're gonna, blow this meal out of the water.
I think if the testing goes well and we all figure out all the stuff that we need to do and have this more planned, I think it's all preparation.
Yeah, I think we could, for the mains group, we just have to worry about, if everyone's going to go into next semester.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about a lot of people not returning next semester. I've honestly thought about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a reduced year just because I'll do, the heavy things. I'll still do the mains and that kind of thing.
Next time on Chef School.
Next up in the project is actually getting together and preparing the food, tasting it, cooking it, making sure everything's properly seasoned, making sure that our pieces actually work together, and if not, then we're screwed.
By far, it will be a show in the kitchen. We'll think we have everything ready, but there will be a bunch that we aren't prepared for.